receive the President's Scholar. That student is then asked to speak at graduation on behalf of the graduating class. This year's President's Scholar is truly someone who is extremely special and already has made her mark here in Eastern Oregon, the state, and the world. Rolani is a very, very special person who assumed leadership positions based on her style, based on her comfort, based on her ability and desire to serve others, and not necessarily always be in the limelight. Since arriving at EOU a short 4 years ago from Saipan, she has served as the ASEOU president, has been selected for competitive internships with the United Nations in New York, and with the Public Leadership Education Network in Washington, D.C. These programs gave her a glimpse of the behind-the-scenes work to formulate policy conducted on Capitol Hill and throughout the world. While in Washington, D.C., Rolani spent time at Courtney's House, a nonprofit organization supporting the victims of child sex trafficking. That was her summer job. Imagine what our summer jobs were like. Rolani is indeed an example of the outstanding students we have at EOU. Rolani is indeed the person who shows the compassion, the passion to serve others and to put her needs behind others. Rolani graduates today summa cum laude. She has received the Truman Scholarship, one of the top 3 scholarships in the United States, 1 out of 60 selected, coming right here from Eastern Oregon University. When she talks about her Truman Scholarship experiences, she doesn't say that she earned it. She talks about how the professors gave her the skills and the talent and the direction and the leadership to fulfill that goal of the Truman Scholarship. She talks about her fellow students and what they have meant to her in her studies, as well as her time outside of the classroom and learning and developing those networks. When Rolani became ASEOU president, she didn't run for that office. She didn't want that office. ASEOU was in a moment of crisis, and the fellow students turned to her and asked her to lead. It was my mere second day on campus when she came and talked to me. And we sat underneath the bell tower in the middle of campus. And she said, I don't want to be president. All I want to do is serve others. And that is what a true leader is about. It is clear Rolani is creating a legacy of her own. But she is following in the footsteps of a legacy. Her mother is an EOU graduate. And she's with us today. Will Laura please stand and be recognized?
Woohoo!
Woo-hoo! Thank you. Her mother, in her own right, is internationally known for what she is doing in Saipan for the assistance of women and others. It is clear in watching her mother, the twinkle in her eye, and the smile that matches so much with her daughter, Rolani. Laura, thank you for being an EOU alumnus and also letting us have your daughter for 4 years. Thank you. It is now my pleasure and my honor to give the podium to Rolani Ogamwar, a very, very special person.
Woo!
Good morning, graduates, family, friends, faculty, administrators, and all who came in support of EOU's class of 2011. Hello, or how we say in the island of Saipan, Tirawami and Hofade. I am honored to be selected as the President's Scholar by Dr. Davies, and more importantly, honored to be a part of the EOU community and the graduating class of 2011. With this time, I don't want to say the typical follow your dreams, find yourself, or pursue your passion, or the other chants of individualism. Instead, I want to challenge my colleagues to do something else. In a recent New York Times article, David Brooks wrote, "Most people don't form a self and then lead a life. They are called by a problem, and the self is constructed gradually by their calling. Fulfillment is a byproduct of how people engage their tasks, and happiness can't be pursued directly." Brooks explains that most successful young people don't look inside and then plan a life. They look outside and find a problem which summons their life. Essentially, our generation does not have the luxury of being self-concerned or egotistical, especially in today's interconnected world. Just as Gandhi says, you have to be the change you want to see in this world. All of us have claimed our education at EOU. We didn't just come to class and do the work. We challenged our own thoughts, learned new perspectives, and probably even gained a new identity. Or maybe just gained the freshman 15. Nonetheless, we are prepared to give back to the communities we are a part of, and we have become closer to seeking how we will make our contribution for a better world. As I barely know what happens in the world beyond the late night homework and living off of tuition refunds, I would like to share a few words of advice that have been drilled into me and hope that it could help you as it has helped me thus far. As EOU's newest batch of alumni, we certainly have the tools needed to live a successful life and must remember that we now have the privilege of being educated. We must use this privilege wisely. As JFK once said, "To whom much is given, much is expected." Our privilege to serve others will lead to a successful life. So, what is success? The message on a graduation card, which I actually received twice, advises that success is a number of things. First, it is setting goals, but not in concrete. It is staying focused, but turning aside to help someone. Second, success is following a plan, but remaining flexible. Jessica Warfeld, another 2011 graduate, said, "Don't be afraid to take chances and not know what's coming next." Third, move ahead, but not too fast. We will encounter many difficulties in life, but must remain undefeated in all that we do. My older sister told me to always remember these words. Just when the caterpillar thought her world was over, she turned into a butterfly. Finally, and my favorite piece of advice too, it is taking a bow to applaud those who helped you in your success. With that being said, I would like to thank my family. My parents who gave me the opportunities to grow, encouragement to shine, and love to blossom. My brother and sisters who have set the example and continually to push me towards greatness. My Mama Perez for her endless love, and my niece and nephew who remind me to do what I can to shape their future. Also to Jordan and the numerous friends who helped walk through this journey together. I would not have been able to reach this point in life without the support of the Bennett and the Ogumero family. And as always, thank you, Lord, for the life and people you have blessed me with too. Zach Owens, a writer for the school newspaper, and another graduate recently reminded me of the importance of giving credit where it is due. Zach was one of the first people I met on campus. He was from Alaska. I was from the Pacific. He enjoyed being outdoors. I enjoyed the heat indoors. We had nothing in common except the exact same class schedule fall term of our freshman year. Zach recently told me, anything you ever do that is great in life, credit me for it. So class of 2011, always credit Zach Owen. On a serious note, I know that I can speak on behalf of all the graduates today when I acknowledge those who have been a foundation and inspiration to our success. I would like to say thank you. Thank you to the family members who are here with us today and those who couldn't make it, the partners who supported us, the friends who stayed with us throughout it all, the professors who gave us their time, their knowledge, and their patience, the administrators and the staff who worked for us, whether it be making decisions in INLO or scraping away icy sidewalks during winter term. Thank you. And also to each other, the people who sat with us during classes and next to us during this ceremony. We comforted each other and overcame college together. To everyone else underneath the tent, on the sidelines, and in the bleachers too, I would like to extend my gratitude and that of the class of 2011. Thank you all. With that being said, and going back to the article in the New York Times, I will end with, the purpose in life is not to find yourself, it's to lose yourself. Congratulations to EOU's class of 2011 and all who have helped us along the way. Thank you, or how we say in Saipan, Olamai and Sidus Maasi.
Thank you, Rolani, very much for those inspirational words. And Zach Owens, thank you.